Good morning, guys. Welcome back to our Vision Farm. It is a rainy morning today, but I am picking some flowers for the farm stand. I have my whole farm stand set up, and the last thing I have to do is just put some flowers in there. I like to put 1 or 2 jars for sale and then a couple just for decoration sprinkled around the farm stand. So that's what I'm doing. I'm just going around. Mostly sunflowers is what we have right now, and zinnias, and a couple little wildflowers that are left here and there, and things like daisies and just random flowers. It's pretty much, I think, end of season now for flowers, but we have so many sunflowers still, and especially in the veggie garden, those sunflowers and zinnias just started blooming. So we have a lot to work with, and I'm just getting these 4 jars made up. And I wanted to give you a little farm tour, or not farm tour, but a farm store tour of how it looks today with all our veggies. It's one of our most full tables that we've had so far with harvesting, and I want to show you how the farm shop looks, all nice and filled and stocked up. And we just pretty much opened for this morning, so we haven't had any customers come by, and I wanted to show you what it looks like. The camera's getting wet, so let me get these flowers picked and we'll head to the farm store, which is in the front of our property over there, and I'll give you a quick tour as best as I can since today's kind of cloudy and rainy, so it's a little bit dark in there, but I'll do my best to show you around and show you what we're selling for this week. Alright, I just finished the flowers and I set them up inside of our farm store, so I think it's time to give you a little tour of our farm stand. So we're right here. This is what it looks like right in front of our property. Our farm stand is a 1-car garage that I transformed into a walk-in farm store. It's right off the road, which I think is awesome. As soon as we visited this property when we were house searching, I knew that this would be the perfect spot for a farm stand because it's right off a road. It's not really a main road, it's pretty quiet, but we do get a lot of traffic through here, especially in the fall time during hunting season, but even throughout the whole season. Logging trucks drive through here, dump trucks, and then we get a lot of just neighborhood traffic and people traveling on this road. So I think it is awesome. It's right off this road and people just take our driveway in and park and walk into our farm stand. And then that little cart right there used to be our old farm stand. I'm sure you remember those times when I was selling donuts and jams off that. But now we've upgraded and have this beautiful walk-in one that we have fixed up and painted and made it look all nice to display our products. These are just some of the flowers I picked today just for decoration purposes. These are not for sale, so I labeled it not for sale. Then this little section here I dedicate for our homemade candies. So this week we're selling salted caramels and candied pecans. So that's all I have. Sometimes I make pecan turtles or fudge. Anytime I make any type of candy, peanut brittle, I display it right here at the left of the entrance. So up on top we have a shelf that I dedicate for jams and jellies, all sorts of flavors. Like this week I made strawberry jam, but then I have other flavors like cherry, blueberry, pepper jelly, and things like that. And I also have this shelf dedicated for also just the same flavors, just extras of them. So that's where I put that. And I've been displaying some of our pumpkins here just because I'm not really using the little chest box for anything. I propped up some pumpkins up there and around the floor. As we continue picking more pumpkins, the shop will get even more filled up with pumpkins. But look how many we already have. I've just been putting them everywhere. Our veggie table is fully stocked up this week. This is the fullest that it has ever been. So I started offering a fill your own bag for $5 deal. So people grab a bag from that jar and they can fill it up as high or as tightly packed in there as they can, and it'll be $5. So I've been harvesting. We harvested this morning some fresh carrots, collard greens, radishes, and some beets. But throughout the week we've been harvesting tomatoes, cucumbers, zucchinis, the acorn squashes, a little bit of everything. We have garlic and even more tomatoes over here. So look how full and beautiful that table looks. So that is our offerings pretty much for this week, and I restock as the week goes. So if I start running low on cucumbers, we have plenty to harvest still in the garden. I was just in there clipping some flowers, and we already have cucumbers ready to harvest, even though I just picked those yesterday, and tomatoes ready to harvest. And we picked almost all of these tomatoes just yesterday, so that is insane. Everything is growing so beautifully, and the season's not going to last very long, so we have to enjoy it while we can. So this is like my little baked goods corner. Today it's mostly taken over by vegetables, but usually I have baked goods here. So this week we made whoopie pies, we made apple fritter donuts. So that is what they look like. They're glazed, and these are freshly made this morning. I also sell them in the 4-packs. And any breads that we have, I usually put inside or on top of this little antique stove that was in our house, and we moved it here because I thought it would be a cute little display for our breads, and this stove wasn't working anyway, so we just repurposed it to use it in our farm store. So after the baked goods section, this is where I put my flowers. So I picked all of these just now when I was starting the video. I picked 2 little jars and 1 jar of just sunflowers. Look how beautiful they look. So this shelf, usually I have my fresh flowers, and then we have more pumpkins sprinkled around here. We repurposed this ironing board, and it's our soap display area. So we make some soaps. Handcrafted soaps. I really just do melt and pours and add my favorite fragrances and colors to it, essential oils. But we also support a local farm called Doanstead Farm. She also has a website, and she has many more products other than soaps, so you should check her out. So we stock their soaps on our stand. They're beautiful and they smell so good. We've been using them ourselves as well. So I put both of our soaps on here and on this little table. Next to that, and the final product that we're currently offering, is my daughter's bracelets. She's been making some of these bead bracelets and some fancier ones. She likes making bracelets and jewelry, so she's been selling these. And she makes them by hand just on her free time. And then a little while ago we worked on polymer clay earrings, so we had some leftover still. Once these sell out, then she'll work on making some more. But the cute little cherry pie earrings, cupcakes, blueberries, cream cheese bagel, and ice cream cone earrings. So she also made some coasters with pressed flowers straight from our garden, and those happened to sell, I believe, last week. I didn't even realize they had sold, so maybe we'll make some more of those. I still have space. This shelf is empty. This is kind of just like a display board of things, but I can always put products on here too. I just advertise a little bit about our farm and about us, and also we're harvest hosts for boondockers on our property. And we also rent an RV spot in our property as well, so I kind of talk about that here and the prices. But overall, those are all the products that we offer on our farm stand, and we have lots of room for expansion. And we welcome also other local neighbors if they have a product, as long as it's not food items, because we pretty much already have a big variety of food items. But things like crafts or plants, I am allowing other locals to display on our shop as well. And during the holidays, I'm pretty sure that I will pick a couple other products to display in our shop and fill in all the empty spots. But this is what it looks like right now. It's literally the farm stand of my dreams. I'm so happy with how it came out. I'm so happy with how this year has went with gardening as well, and to be able to have all of these delicious freshly picked vegetables straight from our land is a huge blessing. We don't sell anything that we don't grow right here on our own property and by our own selves with our own hands. So that's something that we're very proud of, to have such a big variety and know that we grew it ourselves in the most organic and natural way as possible, and it's nothing that we wouldn't feed our own families. So I hope you guys enjoyed this tour of our farm store. I'm sure I've done plenty of tour videos already, but just wanted to show you how it looked, especially now that we're gearing into fall time and we're picking so many different vegetables and able to fill up our little table back there. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope that the rest of your season is going well and you just soak it in and enjoy as much as possible, because fall and winter is just around the corner. We're also looking forward to that too, but just trying to live in the moment and enjoy the rest of summer and the beginning of fall. I'll see you in the next video.